Good morning, good morning. Happy Tuesday. Is it Tuesday? Yeah. Welcome to Rising with Allie, where we're rising, waking up, and getting ready to have a good day, getting ready to have a good week. It's still pretty early in the week, so yeah. Just gonna wait for a couple people to hop on here. Hopefully the jazz isn't too loud. Still like trying to learn how to gauge how loud it is, because it's definitely louder to me than it is to the audience. So that's why I'm always like, is the jazz too loud? Let me know. We got the big huge mug today. Feeling a little bit tired, not too bad, but we definitely need a jump start. So good. Make sure you drink your water. Got my water right here. Got the fireplace in the back. Don't mind my disorganization right there. Still need to work on that. But anyway, we're just gonna wait for a few people to hop on here. We got nothing too... What am I trying to say? No like real specific topic, just again some reminders, some words of wisdom, some positivity, so it's gonna be a good show. Maybe we'll have a dance party. Maybe. I gotta see if I have any... I might actually. I might have some copy-free right dance-worthy music. Hit the little moves. What's up, Underboss? Good morning. My brain, come on. I did yard work yesterday and it was so hot. It was like 100 degrees, but it felt like 110. Oh yeah, so that like took a lot out of me. Kafifi without... What's up, Fahid? How are you? I love the way you spelled Kafifi. What am I going to talk about? Nothing too specific. I got some... I'm going to read from a book. I got some quotes here. I think I got two pictures to share with the class. So it's going to be a good time. I'm going to go get my book. Okay, my book was closer than I thought. What's up, Justin, Jerry? New sub, awesome, welcome. How did the yard turn out? It turned out great. I had to call it quits while I was weed whacking because it was just so hot, and I like sweat was pouring down, and then this is the worst part. I can handle some sweat. I can't handle when gnats and mosquitoes and bugs are getting in my glasses, touching my face. So I kind of like rage quit there, but it looks nice. The worst part about wearing glasses while doing yard work is the bugs, absolutely. Am I in the US? Yes, we are in sunny South Carolina. I did sleep. I went to bed. I usually go to bed around 9:30, or between 9 and 10, it depends. And then I wake up at like 6, so. While my daughter was on spring break, I'd wake up around 4:35. I appreciate that, Underboss. Yeah, I appreciate that. Yeah, and that's the awesome thing about yard work is It's a workout, and then I said A and then two. A, it's a workout, and then B, you get to turn around and look at your masterpiece, look at what you did. That's why I love yard work. And I use yard work as an exercise. I know some people say that doesn't count, which if you say that, I feel like you have not done real yard work. It's a workout, and you're sweating and you're carrying stuff, you're lifting big bags of stuff. It's a workout, and I love it. And it's a huge payout too. Yes, that's why we're having coffee. I stopped drinking coffee after 2 p.m. Large cup, yeah. It's a huge one. We need it. We don't need it, but I would say it's almost necessary. We're pretty tired, so I'm trying not to be so dependent on it one day. I talk about this a lot, but I need like a week off of work to be able to fully adjust, because the last time I tried to quit coffee, I was falling asleep at my desk. Did I listen to Try? No. But I have been looking into her sexual assault allegations, and I don't want to talk about it right now, but I was really preoccupied with that and just hearing about the overdose and how it was an overdose. I didn't know she died from an overdose, but yeah, it's on my notes. I'm going to listen to it. I'm going to write it down again. And what's up, Pixel? The mug's bigger than my face, yeah. Yes, rest in peace. Good morning, Alex. I have pots in my backyard. I cleaned them up the past few days. I know what you mean about the work. Yeah. And those pots are so heavy too. Yeah, yard work is a workout. Every time I need a workout, I'm like, I'm gonna go find something to do outside. You like the jazz? Good. Gesture drawing? What's gesture drawing? Why are people saying I won't talk about it and then they start talking about it? Because I don't want to go into detail about the sexual allegations. That's too heavy for my morning show right now. Maybe we'll talk about it in the evening. I am thinking about going live tonight. We'll see how things go. So no promises. Which decade of the USA do I like the most? Probably the 2010s. That's the one I lived through, so I can't really say for sure the other decades. A lot of people claim like the 80s were the best, the 90s were the best, but I wasn't there, so I was kind of there in the 90s. I was born in 97, so I feel like that doesn't count. I was a baby. Oh, quickly capturing the gesture of a pose. Interesting. Do you draw that? I'm trying to get into drawing. I'm really good at copying things. Like, I'm trying to find it. I drew a pen. I thought this was good. I still got a lot of work to do. Or a lot of practice. Oh, here's one I did of like my room. I kind of quit. I couldn't get the angles right on the window, but I don't know what this is. But I made it. This was a couple years ago. This is like 2 years ago. But I just busted out my little sketchbook to help me, to like encourage me to do it more. to draw more. Let me know if y'all are good at drawing. My little sketches of my mugs. I tried. Am I a drawer? No, I practice sometimes. All right. You love the 70s and the 80s? It's nice to enjoy the finished product when you are done. I love to chill in the backyard. Exactly. You just get to turn around and be like, I did that. This looks so much nicer. Yeah, I'm timing out some people, y'all. If you see anything crazy, just, you can let me know. I'm trying to see it. Sometimes they fall through the cracks. Ooh. Okay. My hands are dry. Need some lotion. Okay, we got some stuff to talk about today. We gotta get into it. But I hope y'all are doing good. Let me know where you're from, how you're doing, what time is it where you are. Are you drinking coffee, tea? I know I'm asking a lot, but... And let me know if the jazz is too loud. Okay. Oh. Okay. You have hummingbirds oh, that's awesome. Who feed back there with other birds? I need to get a bird feeder. Gotta work it in the budget. I want to be able to see the birds come and stuff. I also, a lot of the plants that we planted had died, but we had a couple that attracted butterflies as well as hummingbirds. So I'm hoping that they come back next year. My cats blew up the litter box, y'all. Hold on, give me 1 second. Okay, oh my goodness. I gotta go clean that up after this. You drinking coffee, water? 7 a.m. in South Carolina? Heck yeah, same here. Make sure y'all can see the fireplace. Oh, you're a seaman? In Iran? Heck yeah. It's 4 p.m. Fayetteville. We're in sunny South Carolina. It's 7 a.m. here. Coffee. All right, y'all. Okay, so I have a quote here. Let me see. I said I might do a dance party. I don't know, though. I don't really have enough room. We just gotta bust out these moves. You know what I mean? I'm just kidding. I do this genuinely to get my, like, body moving. You know? So, wiggle around. All right. So let's start off with a real quick quote here. So our title for today's video is let's start the day on a good note. So I got a nice cute little positive quote here. So speak positive words into your life every single morning. Think big, think healing, think success, think peace, think happiness, think with a growth mindset. Always start the day with positive energy. You deserve it. So what that means is like listening to uplifting people, telling yourself positive things, positive affirmations in the morning, listening to uplifting music, like I said, content, people, podcasts, go outside, take a walk, drink some coffee, be grateful, all of that good stuff. I tried my best to start the day positive. Sometimes it's a little crazy over here, so sometimes it's not always so peaceful, but we try our best here. But just try to, like, every morning I try to listen to some jazz, some uplifting music that makes me feel good. Basically do things that make you feel good. Talk to yourself with kindness, respect. Say, today's going to be a good day. I got this. I'm going to do this. I'm going to have a good day. All of that good stuff. So talk talk positively to yourself, especially in the morning, because how we start the morning is usually how the day's going to go. But if you have a bad morning, you can always turn it around too. Don't let one bad morning ruin your entire day. All right. Oh, nice to meet you, Mike Hawk. That's good to hear, Frog. I think I've seen you before. I said your name and then I said your screen name. The jazz is nice. Good. I appreciate that, James. Yeah, I was thinking the same Pixel. Somebody asked if I was expired. What? All right. Working out in the sea is... Do y'all see those, every once in a while I see them on my social media, those big, what are they called, cargo ships, like going through the ocean, and it's like during a storm and the waves are humongous. I don't know how they do that. I would be a mess the entire time. That just takes a different type of person. What's up, Sahara? Oh. Yeah, I hope y'all are having a great day so far. If not, hopefully the stream helps out. We're being positive over here. Where's my book? Okay. So I thought this was cute. You generate your own... This was cute. This was insightful. You generate your own happiness. Being happy is a choice. And reading this book, right? The Power of Positive Thinking. And this chapter, How to Create Your Own Happiness. I know it's backwards, but it's chapter number 5. I'm going to read just a quick excerpt from this because I thought it was pretty interesting and also inspiring. So, all right, let's get some reading done. Or let's read, I should say. Let me drink some coffee too. I'm tripping over my words. All right, y'all, let's get into this. Who decides whether you shall be happy or unhappy? The answer, you do. A television celebrity had as a guest on his program an aged man, and he was a very rare old man indeed. His remarks were entirely unpremeditated and, of course, absolutely unrehearsed. They simply bubbled up out of a personality that was radiant and happy, and whenever he said anything, it was so naive, so apt, that the audience roared with laughter. They loved him. The celebrity was impressed and enjoyed it with the others. Finally, he asked the old man why he was so happy. You must have a wonderful secret of happiness, he suggested. No, replied the old man, I haven't had any great secret. It's just as plain as the nose on your face. When I get up in the morning, he explained, I have 2 choices, either to be happy or to be unhappy. And what do you think I do? I choose to be happy, and that's all there is to it. That may seem an oversimplification, and it may appear that the old man was superficial, but I recall that Abraham Lincoln But I recall that Abraham Lincoln, whom nobody could accuse of being superficial, said that people were just about as happy as they made up in their minds to be. You can be unhappy if you want to be. It is the easiest thing in the world to accomplish. Just choose unhappiness. Go around telling yourself that things aren't going well, that nothing is satisfactory, and you can be quite sure of being unhappy. But say to yourself, things are going nicely. Life is good. I choose happiness, and you can be quite certain of having your choice. Do I want to read this? No, okay, so that's it. I thought that was cute and interesting. I need to stop saying cute. It was interesting and inspiring. We got to be more like that old man. We got to choose the happiness. All right, y'all, we're going to be nice in here. You got to go. Oh, Lake Murray. Oh, I love Lake Murray. It is beautiful. That's awesome that you live around there. It's massive. I've been there many, many times. Good morning from the East Coast. What's up, Frank? I should be an author. I'm trying. I'm in the process of writing a book. It's a project. It's definitely going to be a long time, but I'm trying. What I need, because you know authors, like, they have to isolate themselves. Like, they need time to think and they need quiet. And that's what I need. I need like a week of just silence in like a hotel room or something, and I'd probably get it done. But like, I'm a mom, I got 3 cats, my house is a little small, so it's kind of chaotic here most of the time, but we do our best. Grateful. All right, so be better today than you were yesterday, even if it's just a little bit. I'm gonna bring up this picture that I saw, and I thought it was so like perfect, the way that it describes progress, because the progress looks like my progress, and this progress is probably may look like yours. So hopefully you find it inspiring. Okay. So it's okay if your progress looks like this. I started here, grew a little, I learned, things went downhill, and they got a bit worse. Then I grew a little more, things got better, then I struggled, but I picked myself back up and I'll keep going. If this is what your progress looks like, that's completely okay. I'm gonna get out of the way just in case you want to screenshot it. Okay, hopefully that was enough time, but I thought that was nice. My progress looks like that too. Doing really good, and then sometimes I go downhill, and then I pick myself back up, and then sometimes I struggle a little more. And I thought that was very important to share, because that's what progress is. And you actually grow when you go downhill, when you dip, you know what I mean? So if you're dipping, if you're messing up, if you're going back to old ways, but you're still trying, that is good enough, and eventually it's going to stick. Don't you ever give up on yourself. Yes, I have cats. I have one right here. Come here, girl. Come say hi, girl. Come on. They don't believe I have kitties. Come on. Okay. Thanks, girl. This is my baby. This is Miss Wivy. Hi, girl. You're so pretty. I love you. She doesn't have much patience, but she's very sweet. We found her in a parking lot. I always tell that story. Every time I pick her up, I'm like, we found her in a parking lot. She's my angel kitty. I asked for her. I was like, if you send me a cat, I'll take it in, I promise. And sure enough, I got sent a cat, so. Ask and you shall receive. It's the same for you. It's the same for me. Build me up, break me down over and over again, and I'm at down now, about to give up. Don't give up. Eventually, you're going to get back up there. Um, you know, I've definitely been in that place where I'm like, I don't want to do this anymore. I just, you know, and surrender, but just make the best of it. You'll learn from this time, and just keep going. Don't give up. You have a calico with a bobtail, a little nub. She's a trip. That's so cute. Cats are a trip. Okay, I decide to be happy when I wake up, then I go out of home. I see people who didn't decide to be happy, for example, a reckless driver, then what we have to do. So, you just have to ignore those people and get out of their way. If you're driving, pay attention to your mirrors. I can see a person, not from a mile away, obviously, but I'm very observant with my mirrors, and I can see when people are behind me speeding up and being reckless. I get out of their way. I try to. If there's no way, I'm just very observant of the car. But, you know, if you're dealing with road rage, or, you know, people like reckless drivers, just try your best to avoid them and not get angry with them, because obviously that person isn't really right in the head, so you can't let them get you down. And a lot of people, unfortunately, are unhappy. I hate to say that, but a lot of people are miserable, and miserable people don't really have anything nice to say, and they're not really caring of other people, and that's not our problem, you know. I like the analogy of a man being told to push a boulder. He tries so hard to move it but fails. He eventually comes to realize, however, that the boulder was moving him. He got stronger. Interesting. I like that too. What's up, Billy? Welcome. Okay, what do we got next? Try not to worry or fear about anything today, or fear anything today. I get the worrying. Worrying is one of the things that I have to work on as well. But something that really helps me is like bringing myself back to the present, and I say everything is okay right now in this moment. Like when I'm worried about a bill, or worried about a deadline, or worried about this happening or this happening, I stop and I'm like, everything is okay right now in this moment, and that's what matters, and that instantly makes me feel better. So I wanted to share that with you just in case that helps you. But try to tell yourself that when you're worrying, you know what? Everything is okay right now in this moment, and then try to go out about your day. And like, even just saying that right now, I already feel so much more relaxed. So wanted to share that with y'all. Am I an economist? No. Misery loves company. Miserable people like to make other people miserable too. Yeah, that's why I leave them alone. I don't get involved, I don't fight, I don't bicker, I don't go back and forth. You know, you want to be that way, you gotta be that way away from me. I think the people problem is that they don't enjoy their moment, then they don't live in the moment. They always think about future or the past. That's why they're successful, or they're stressful or panic. Yeah, exactly. A lot of people are in the past too, or they're stuck in the future. They're scared of everything, or scared of what's going to come, or they're stuck in the past and their past mistakes. Or, you know, some people are stuck in the past because the past was really good for them. So it really just depends. But yeah, I agree. A lot of people are just stuck where they're at. And, you know, that's why I don't fight fire with fire. I don't try to make those people feel any worse or bad. I just leave them alone. Oh my God, Patrick. I'm so sorry to hear that. I hope you stay safe. I hope everything goes right for you. You're from Sweden, overstayed in England for 3 years. Oh my goodness. Are you gonna go back? Or do you like it there in England? It sounds like you like it there. Okay. Let's see. Okay, so become who you want to be. Remember, you can be anyone you want to be. You can be stronger, you can be better, you can be more confident, you can excel at things. You can be anything that you want to be. You just got to see that vision in your mind, right? And here's a good quote. To attract better, you have to become better. You can't do the same things and expect change. Transform your mindset, upgrade your habits, think positive, be hopeful, and consistent with your evolution. It all starts with you and how you feel about yourself. So remember that. See who you want to be in your mind. You can be anybody, and then do what that person would do, right? And change your habits, change your behaviors, and just become better. Become better than you were yesterday, even if it's small changes. That's all that matters. It's his fault. Never ever stay overstay your welcome. Yeah, I agree to an extent, but some people like may not have the money or they're literally stuck. So you just never know. I look like I should work in a horror movie. I appreciate that. I hope you have a better day. Saying I should be in a horror movie. Okay. Let's see. Let me know if y'all are struggling with anything. If and in this chat, we like to be interactive, absolutely. So if you're struggling with anything or you got anything on your mind that you want to talk about, definitely leave it in the chat. We like to work through things together, and we want you to go into the day, with a fresh mind, you feeling good, you're ready to have a good day, all of that good stuff. So let me know if you're struggling with anything and we'll work through it together. We got a really good chat here today, so. Mind, body, spirit. If one is off, you are off. Yes. And let me know if you got any good books or anything like that, James, because that's something I'm actually actively working on. So since you brought that up, let me know if you have any like good books or anyone you listen to that talks about that stuff. Horror movies always has the beautiful girl the monster goes after. Oh, I thought he was saying I was the monster. I think that's what he meant, but that's okay. I think it's funny. And B, I don't know. I have no idea. What do you think about Lagrange equation discontinuity and SU1 and SUT and quantum entanglement and collapse of wave function? It sounds like you understand that, which is freaking awesome, but I have no idea. Micton House. The Book of Enoch, yeah. I have that book in my files. I have so many books I'm trying to finish. I shouldn't even be asking for more, but hey, I like to read. I like to read. And like if you tell me a good book, I will be able to note it, and maybe one day in the future, like I like to get my books from the thrift store. So I might just find it there and I'll pick it up for the future. So if y'all have any good books, let me know. I used to be somebody that preferred to listen to other people talk, and then I got away from that. I like to read the information myself and break it down how I want to. So I definitely prefer to read now than to listen to other people talk. But every once in a while, you can learn from anybody and everybody, I should say. Have you read Jurassic Park? Because if you haven't read Jurassic Park, then you should read Jurassic Park. I love Jurassic Park. Huge fan. Have you all ever heard the theory that T-Rexes are actually, they're dragons? They don't like actually look like that. I heard that theory multiple times now. And it makes sense. Like, why else would they have dragons everywhere if there wasn't some truth to it? All right. But you can also say that about mermaids and Bigfoot and all of the other ones. All right. How long have we been going? 30 minutes? Okay, so the calmer you are, the clearer you think. Let your decisions come from a place of peace, not from a reaction. So calm and quiet your mind before making decisions. If you have a hard time calming down, remember to do your controlled breathing. You're regulating yourself when you're controlling your breathing. I like to do box breathing, where you breathe in 4 seconds, hold 4 seconds, exhale 4 seconds, hold 4 seconds, and then repeat. And that's what helps me regulate my system. And when you do that, you become more calm. So try not to make decisions when you're all over the place mentally, or what am I trying to say? So yeah, just before making decisions, make sure you have a clear mind. If you're stressed out and angry and anxious, just remember you're not regulated and you're not thinking logically, therefore you may not make the best decision. Something told me to add this in this show, but yeah, make sure that you calm yourself down. You're not making decisions when you're stressed out, and that's why it's sometimes when you are angry or you're really emotional, you'll make decisions, and then when you're calmed down, you think back to it and you're like, I handled that really wrong, or I handled that pretty bad. So just make sure that you calm yourself, calm your mind, calm your body, and that stuff before you make decisions. Am I live daily? Yes. Every Monday through Friday. Did I learn box breathing from Brene Brown? No, I learned it from somebody who is a MMA. He's an MMA fighter. He's an MMA fighter. So when I was in a facility one time, he was talking about how that's how he does. Let me calm down. He was talking to us about the importance of regulated breathing, and that was the technique that he used, so I incorporated it into my own life. Greetings from the Netherlands. Hello. The telly's on fire. All right. And focus on gratitude and what's going right. Sometimes we focus on everything that's going wrong, that we forget to focus on what's going right, what's going good. So remember to have gratitude. If you got a roof over your head, if you got a kitchen full of food, if you got a bathroom, if you got a car, if you got family, if you got love in your life, if you got animals or anything, even a cup of coffee. I'm grateful for this cup of coffee right now. Just focus on gratitude, focus on what's going right and all the things that you do have, and just find yourself feeling a lot better. Gratitude induces a natural joy within you because you're just accepting of what you have now. And with gratitude, when you're grateful for what you have and you're focused on the good, you're going to attract more good things to you. So remember to practice gratitude today. The military does that also? Interesting. I didn't know that. I gotta check out Brene Brown. Cup of coffee gives me bowel movements. That's something to be grateful for. Getting the body move or the bowel movements going. All right, y'all. I think that's all I got. That is all I got for today. Unless y'all have anything you want to talk about. Ooh. We will be live tomorrow morning, and I might have a surprise live show tonight. But that is all I got for today. What if you have anger, severe anger on all humans? Definitely start to heal that. Try not to see people in such a negative light. I know that's really hard for some people, but just practice understanding that everybody is human, and not all people are bad. I wish I could give you more advice, but if you're really, really angry, I definitely recommend even some counseling, to get through that, because I'm not sure what happened to you to feel that way. But yeah, I wish I could give you more advice on that. She wrote a few books. The Gifts of Imperfection check is really good. Check her out. Yeah, I will. Gifts of Imperfection. You too, James. Thanks for being here. We're about to head out. Y'all, if you, oh my goodness. My mind is going like 50 miles an hour right now. Okay, that's all I got for today. I hope you enjoyed. I hope you had a good time. Let me know how you felt about it in the comments. Ooh, I'm gonna head out. If you like this live, definitely go check out my other lives. But yeah, I hope you have a great morning, afternoon, evening, wherever you are. Make it a good one. You got this. Peace. Bye now.